Chuck is saying, listen, he was dribbling the basketball. He was dribbling the basketball. He took the necessary steps and elevated. That's the major complaint there.
Playing for the last shot of the period. The Pistons were down by 19. They cut it to 3 in this quarter. Now it's 5. Lambier fouled by Cartwright with 0.7 seconds remaining.
Keep an eye on Dumars right now. See, now once he comes across, there is your 1, 2, 3. Good call. Good call that time. You allowed it 2 steps and an elevation.
So going to the line will be Bill Lambier.
Tell you what, this is a costly foul.
You're right, because Chicago won't get a chance. And they can cut it to 3.
I like Lambier stepping up after game 3 and saying, you know, we didn't concentrate enough, and I'm one of the guilty parties. You know, he said, I had my first donut of my career. And when you think how long this guy has been playing.
I was surprised he had never been shut out. 71 to 68. Huge comeback by the Detroit Pistons, led by Joe Dumars, who was quiet in game 3 and most of this one. That's the end of the third period. The Bulls are up by 3, and he'll return to Chicago Stadium after this message and a word from your local station.
At Bic. Welcome back to Chicago Stadium. Game 4 as we head into the final period. The 1990 NBA playoffs continue here on CBS. It's the Bulls by 3. I'm Tim Brandt courtside, and a big story developing. Dennis Rodman, in between periods, sat down, had his left ankle retaped. I just talked to him. He said it is really sore. He's going to see how it goes the rest of the way. Dick?
All right, Tim, thank you very much. And Rodman has 8 of Detroit's 16 offensive rebounds and a big advantage for the Pistons in that department.
Well, not only the rebounding factor, but the defense, because they can move him halfway down in this fourth quarter onto Michael Jordan and feel somewhat secure. Also, they need him to have his quickness versus Scottie Pippen off the dribble.
Horace Grant, B.J. Armstrong, Scottie Pippen, Bill Cartwright, and Michael Jordan for the Bulls starting the fourth. Vinnie Johnson is on Michael now. Armstrong over Thomas. Rebound by Rodman. That's his 16th of the game.
You have to be careful if you're Chicago now. You must know who the scorers are and where to get them the ball when there's more than 10 seconds on the shot clock.
33 to 20. Big edge for Detroit. Brought him back big in the third quarter.
Yeah, Isaiah wants to take B.J.
Thomas. Beer wins the fight. Starts the new clock. Smart player is Bill Lambier.
Not afraid to sacrifice his body under there.
Vinnie Johnson. Rebound by Armstrong. Vinnie only 4 points today. Hit 2 in a row at one time, and that was it. Michael ducks in. 25 now for Jordan.
What a great move. They say release your jump shot, you know, on the way up or at the top of your jump. He released that one on a broad jump.
There's the offensive rebounding story. The broad jump is good. Sally against Cartwright. Air ball. And a foul against the Pistons.
Excellent defense that time by Billy Cartwright on Sally. You don't have to double team him down in that low post area. Just let Cartwright belly up on him. Now watch this head fake and step under. How about that? Really moving forward and nothing but net.
That was Rodman with his third. Michael again. Fouled. And Rodman may have picked up number 4 again. They did. You think Jordan wants to make this his quarter?
See, he feels that anytime he's at the top of the circle, he can shoot was just late coming over on that double team. Definitely foul. You'll see it right now. Now watch, see, Vinny's pushing him into the double team. Now here it comes from the right-hand side. There it is right there. Caught him right below the wrist.
Only 2 goals in double figures besides Jordan. Paxton has 11.
See, a lot of times you can get away with hitting a jump shooter on the elbow or right above the elbow on his release.
Chicago. Man-to-man pressure. Seven-point lead. Pick and roll. Rodman almost had his head separated from his neck. And the foul is on Michael Jordan in third, and the first team foul against the Bulls.
That was an excellent pick and roll. And now just watch this beautiful pass. Splitting the people. Then it's going strong. That's the way to attack the basket.
Rodman already with 15 points and 16 rebounds. And has missed only once from the line today.
He's been outstanding on the foul line today. Every bit as much as he has on the offensive board.
He knew it was off. 6-point lead, Chicago.
The fans wanted Cartwright to rotate that ball.
Jordan misses, Rodman the rebound. Inside Sally. Position, Sally draws the foul. That will be the second foul against Chicago and a timeout called early here in the fourth quarter of game number 4, which Chicago desperately needs to even the series. Chicago Bulls clinging to a lead here early in the fourth period. There's New York Knicks guard Trent Tucker here in Chicago, native of Detroit. If you've just joined us in an exciting game number 4 here at the stadium in Chicago. Detroit has gone on the line 17 times more than Chicago. Michael Jordan having a typical Jordan game, but Rodman, both in scoring and off the board, has been big. And Detroit coming back because of their work off of the glass in the third quarter and again here in the fourth.
If I'm coaching Chicago, I know that I must improve my offensive flow. By that I mean getting the ball from half court to the top of the circle to get into my offensive set. It's not happening. They're being pushed out. If I'm Detroit, I know that I can do it defensively.
Tim Brandt.
Jackson took a deep breath in that huddle, told his guys to settle down. It's their game. But he looked at B.J. Armstrong and said, hey, B.J., you've got the shot, and you've got to take them. Then he looked at Michael and just said, do your thing.
Sally on the line.
Throughout the 11 games, this is the 12th in the playoffs. Sally is leading Detroit in foul shot attempts.
He makes the second, and it's a 5-point game. Each team with 2 team fouls committed thus far.
The Isaiah gambling for the steal, feeling that he can catch up to B.J., that he's not going to take and penetrate on him.
The shot clock. Vinnie Johnson on Jordan. Sally comes along to help. Forget it. Jordan again, 29.
That time, that was the best ball movement they've had in about 6 or 7 minutes.
Detroit 0 for 4 from the field. They had a big drive